Hi, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to start with HTML. This is where we start our actual practical coding journey. Until now, everything we have learned is purely theoretical. So now we are actually going to start implementing something of our own. So let's just simply start. So this is a Visual Studio code that we downloaded in the setup video. This is the screen that you'll have when you open your Visual Studio code for the first time. So you can simply just click on new file right here and you'll get a coding environment in this. So the first thing that you have to do is save the file, and that's not just necessary to save your progress. Without saving the file, you will not get your color coding, which is actually really helpful. So let's save this first. I'll just save this as intro.html. So you can save this in your desired folder. I saved it in mine. So now obviously you're going to have different elements for different pages. You might need to put something on some page which you might not need on the other one. So you will have different HTML and different set of tags for each page. So what do we mean by a tag? So in HTML, everything you write goes between a set of things known as a tag. So a tag looks something like this. This is what a tag would look like. So there are two types of tags. The more common one are these. So a tag is, this is actually just a word that I've written. It's not something you're going to use. You will have something in here like HTML. But the thing is that this is a starting tag and this is an ending tag. So everything you put in for HTML, say for example HTML, everything you need in your file will be between these two tags. And you will get more clear by the end of this video. So you'll obviously have different things on different pages. However, there is one structure to an HTML document that will always remain the same. So you're going to have this HTML right here. You can remember this, and this is actually something that you'll write every time you make a web page. So this is something you'll get to remember eventually. You don't have to worry about this. You can just come back to this video or your previous codes and see what you did there for the first few codes, but then trust me, you'll get used to it. So the next thing you do is a head. And I'll tell you the use of all of these, but I'm just currently making the structure. We'll discuss what everything here does once we start our coding, right? Okay, so these are the three sets of tags that you will have in every code. So let's understand what's happening here. So this is an HTML tag. Okay, so first of all, what is a tag? This is an opening tag and this is a closing tag. So both of these together, if I combine both of these, they together comprise of full tag. So a tag is just a set of these things which you put between these parentheses, between which you can put your code. And putting your code inside different tags will produce different effects on screen. Now these are the three basic tags. Everything you do in an HTML document should be inside this HTML tag. It won't work otherwise, right? And so there's this head tag and then there's the body tag. So let's just open this right now in the browser and see what we get, right? So to open any HTML document, you can just go to where you saved this and you can then open this with your preferred browser. So for development, we're going to use Google Chrome. So this is what we have right now. It's nothing, it's just a plain page. So now let's get a better idea of what these tags actually mean. So let's first see the body tag. So the body tag is where all of your actual HTML content will go. What is going to show up on your page will go. So if you wanted a heading right here, and so the best thing about HTML is that it's not very complex. if you write something there like hello world, right? And if you save this and then if you refresh, you get this hello world right here. This is how you can put data on your HTML document. This is how you put basic data, right? So like this is just simple text. You wouldn't normally do this, but for starting it's really good, right? So and imagine you wanted to put a heading instead of this, then you'd have the h1 tag. So h1 basically stands for heading 1, and you can see every tag that I'm using has an opening tag and a closing tag. And an opening tag is represented by simple two angular braces between which you put your tag name, which in this case is h1. h1 stands for heading 1 again. And a closing tag is denoted by the same thing, except you add this slash in between. So that's how you make a set of tags, and everything you put in between these will be counted as the first heading. You can have multiple h1s, but let's see what an h1 actually does. So if you write hello world here, you save. Remember to save because otherwise it won't show effect. And then if you refresh, you see you get this hello world heading here. So this is the use of a tag. You put this inside an h1, and the browser by default gave you a style. It bolded the hello world, it made it bigger, and hence now it looks more like a heading than this simple text right here, right? So this is what you do. Like if you wanted to put something else in here, you could put another h1 and you could say this is my first website, and if you refresh this, you get another one. And if you remove this right here, this, okay. So you could have another set of tags here that could be the h2. h2 is basically heading 2. It will have the same effect, but it will not be this bold and it will not be this big in font, in terms of font, right? So this is my h2. And if you refresh this, so you see this is a little smaller than these h1s right here, and that's what a tag actually does. If you wanted an image, if you wanted to put an image right here, you'd have a different tag. If you wanted to put a link right here, you'd have a different tag. So we're gonna see a lot of tags in the coming videos. That's what a lot of our HTML section will be about. So don't worry about remembering all these. These are just the basic tags, and these are used so often that you'll eventually remember what all of these do, right? So like you could have a lot of tags. You could have any amount of tags. This is my h3. h3 is heading 3. This is my h3, and it's no hierarchy. You could have this like here too. If you like, what I did was I duplicated this small thing and then I moved this below the h2, and that still works. The order of the tags will decide the order of the content on your web page, but there's no convention as to what the order of your tags should be ideally, right? So everything you put inside the body tag right here, this is the body tag, will show up on your page, and that's always the convention. Anything you want that should be on your page, you put it inside the body in an appropriate set of tags. You could put it in simple document like I showed you this in the beginning too, and if I refresh, this will show up here. But usually we put things inside tags to make them look better. I'll show you what to do for normal text in the coming videos. Okay, so that's it for this video. We'll discuss the head tag in the next one and what it does. So I'll see you later. Bye.